Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Nala and Fred, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is your girl's ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The corrections and the motivations that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and release on the training collar. That is the second piece of equipment that we're using. She has been fitted with her very own training equipment, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training lesson. Now, right now, she's laying down at Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training originates, at heel position. Heeling is a position, and it's also an exercise. So the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the heel. And the command is Nala heel, and this is walking like a lady on a leash. Not dragging you down the street, but staying even with your left leg. And each time that you stop your feet, she has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for her next command. So when you're walking down the street and you stop to talk to someone or you stop to cross traffic, she should be sitting nicely at your left and waiting for her next command. And the next command that we're going to show you is the sit stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. Now, the long sit stay when you're practicing at home, and I do recommend that you practice it indoors as well as outdoors, you're going to start out at about 30 seconds and work up to 3 minutes. When Fred returns back to her, he will walk all the way around her, back to meet his leash, back at heel position where they started, and she gets praised for a good job. And if you notice, Fred keeps his praise pretty low key. It's good girl, little pat on the head, but you don't have to go over the moon about everything she does correctly, because then she gets overly excited and you've got to calm her down. She's got a lovely temperament for a Rhodesian. She's a sweet girl, and we want to keep her that way. Nice sit, and again the stay command. And because she is a baby and because she has a short attention span, that's why we're working up in our time. And this time, instead of returning all the way back to her, Fred is going to call her, and this is the come on command. He praises her on the way in, and she should come right in front and sit. Took her a minute, but she did it. And we will demonstrate that recall exercise again for you. We're trying to keep our heeling kind of short because it's very warm and we don't want her to fade before the end of the video. Nice automatic sit. Fred leaves her in a stay. And give her time between your commands to sit and learn how to just be still. Practice indoors as well as outdoors, and now Fred's going to call her. Tells her she's good on the way in. Coming to you should always be a happy command. She's doing a really nice job, so no more dragging you down the street when you're walking. Nice automatic sits when you stop. And remember that every time you leave her, you have to tell her what you want her to do, whether it's to heel, to stay. Now, the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a heel position. So with her seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. Now, your long down stay you can practice for a little bit longer period of time. You're going to start out at about a minute and a half, and you're going to work all the way up to 5 minutes. When Fred returns back to her, he walks all the way around her just as he did on the sit stay, returning all the way back to heel. When he gets back to her shoulders, he gives her another command. Nice sit. Always have her seated before you try to place her into a down. And dogs like the down command. They will hold it longer than a sit command almost across the board. Now this time Fred will call her out of that down. She's so cute. Nice job, Nala. And Fred, of course. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is your down from a distance. So you're going to leave her in a sit stay.
Okay.
And she's getting ready to, I knew she was getting ready to do that. She was anticipating. And you're going to find that when you're working with her, that if she starts anticipating a command, stop doing that command for a little bit. Now Fred's going to walk out to the end of the leash. He's going to turn to face her, and that's the down command. We're going to leave that. That's fine. You can see that she was anticipating the down. So when, as I was saying, when she starts doing that, you take that command out of your routine every day. Now she's demonstrated for you her healing, her automatic sits, her sit stay, her down stay, her down from a distance, and her come. These are the formal obedience commands that she has learned while she's been here at school. We have a packet of information for you for her homecoming. We've enjoyed every minute of having her, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.